Alright, so here's the Keurig. This is the K70. It's the Platinum series. This is going to be just a brief review on it. I've had the unit for several months now, and thought it'd be helpful for people that are out there looking for a Keurig. And so what I did today was I've already brewed a couple my K-Cups, and I wanted to just show people that are looking again just about this brewer. So just a little thing on this, it's a 60-ounce reservoir. It's pretty cool. It lights up blue, so it's really cool at night. When you I've already had the unit on, and usually it takes about a minute to warm up, but right now it's saying it's ready to brew. So all you need to do is flip this lid open, and you'd put your K-cup in and drop it down. Put your cup under, right? Select the size that you want. We have it defaulted for this size, and then you just press go. In this case, this has already been used, this K-cup, so I'm just going to set it aside here, and I'm going to skip around real quick. I have some coffees out here, but I wanted to show you my Ask Why the oatmeal. Well, some of the other more expensive brewers, like the Cuisinart that we looked at, it has a specific button for hot water, but guess what? You can select your size water, don't put anything in the K-cup, and press go, and this thing will just do hot water for you. So it's kind of nice if you want to do that for, you know, whatever it is, oatmeal, whatever you're trying to do. So what it's going to do real quick though, I want to note, is the reservoir water is to about right here, and what it's going to do is once it starts using too much of it, it's going to start flashing at me and tell me it needs water. So I'll show you what I mean. It's going to let this brew, and you can see now the water's already been warmed up, so it's already had a chance to obviously warm up the water, so it's brewing right now. So that's why it was so quick without you seeing anything else in the video. But you're going to see here that once it's done, and this is just hot water, but it's really nice for oatmeal and whatnot. But what it's going to do now is start pulling. See, now it's blinking at me, telling me it's too low. We've got this thing right here, right by the sink, which is really great. So you can just fill it up right here, or you can just remove this, put it here real quick. We'll fill it up, and I'll just do it a little bit. It's really nice having this axis just really close, so you can just put it up next to it. I think the manufacturer recommends using filtered water, but I don't know. We don't use filtered water, we just use tap water, and it seems to work just fine. So now it stopped blinking at me, and now I don't know if you can hear the pump, but it's starting to suck down that water that I just filled up in it and get it going. So right here, I've got a few choices. So that's the oatmeal thing, okay? Here's a few choices: cider, you got your coffee, you got your other stuff. This is one of my favorites. This is called a My K-Cup, and this thing's really cool because you can take your favorite coffee still, and you don't have to buy, you know, all your K-Cups, because they can get kind of pricey. But it's got a little filter, and you can put in your coffee, your grounds into here. And I just have this little scoop that's, I think it's 2 tablespoons. And I just use pretty much one of these, and I'll fill that up. And what's really cool about this is, and it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but once you've put your coffee grounds in here, you can come into here. This thing just pops out like so. Drop in your K-cup, your My K-cup, drop it down, select your size, and you're good to go. And that's one of my favorites, especially if you run out of My K-cups, or K-cups rather. It's an easy way to go and use it. So that's why I have these other varieties of coffee, because you can use it in your My K-cup, and it's a great thing. I got this coffee maker at Sam's Club, I believe, and it was a pretty good deal. It came with the My K-cup and like 80 different varieties of K-cups, so it was really nice. So today what I was going to do is just show you. This is the cider. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's a great little way to do it. So I'll just demonstrate what it's like to use this. So the water's already selected. Now in this case, this is a good size cup from Starbucks. I'm not sure the size, so I apologize, but what you have to do is remove this little tray. No big deal. Set it aside. Put your cup underneath here, and it fits just fine. I'm going to select my size, and I want the larger size. And here in just a moment, it'll start brewing. So I'll tell you, this machine does have like an auto on-off. You can set the time to have it come on, and really if you're getting ready for work or whatever in the morning or at night, it really only takes about a minute or so to warm up, so it's pretty easy, pretty quick to use. You can also adjust the temperature, a clock, a few other things on here, and you can preset the size of brew, you know, for your preference, if you prefer it to be smaller or larger. So right now it's brewing, and you may or may not hear, but at the end of it, once it's done brewing, it'll push a puff of air to make sure it gets everything out, and to make sure that all of the liquid is out of this reservoir, if you want to call it that, whatever, where it brews it. So anyway, it's brewing right now, and I have to say I really enjoyed this Keurig. I had a regular, I don't know, 12 cup coffee maker, and this has really kind of limited my coffee drinking, which is kind of nice because you can brew just one at a time. And I will have to say, this is just me personally, but these, depending on the strength of the coffee you get, I've been able to reuse these more than once. So I'll use one of these brand new from the box, and there you go, there's the air being pushed out. So I'll use one of them from the box, and then when it's done, if I want to top my mug off a little bit, I'll put this back in and brew it just at a lower level. So right here, here's the cider that I just brewed right here. So what I do in this case is, if I wanted just a little bit more coffee out of it, I would put this back in, which I'll show you. With the hot cider I don't do it, but with this I will. So I'll drop this down, and what I would do is just select a smaller size, and then brew it, and then you can have a little bit more from there. So anyway, that's kind of my review, and I'm very happy with this coffee maker. And like I said, it's kind of prevented me from drinking tons of coffee. When you make 10 or 12 pots or whatever, it kind of limits you to it. It's really easy to use. As you can see, it's pretty mess free. And let me show you in here too. It does recommend about cleaning this out and running water through it and whatnot. There is a needle right here. You may or may not see it, but there's a needle here that it asks you to kind of keep clean. And we really haven't done a whole lot of maintenance on this, but had it since November of 2011, and so far I have to say I'm very happy with it. I was looking at the Cuisinart one that does the multiple tasks and whatnot, and so far just very happy with this one. I'm glad we made this purchase. Anyway, send me any questions if you have them, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope you enjoyed this little video and slight review of the Keurig K70 Premium Brewer. Thanks.